So guys, Peacemaker Season 2 Episode 3. There's a lot of things to break down in this episode, and we have some crazy twists in this episode and a really cool ending. So let's break it all down. Obviously, spoilers ahead. So this episode kicks off in a very interesting way. We have Rick Flag returning in a flashback sequence to 3 years ago, and this is before the Suicide Squad takes place. And we find out that him and Harcourt had a thing going on, and this could actually be the reason to why Harcourt is so oppressed pursuing a relationship with Chris. Obviously because he is the one that killed Rick Flag. I am really interested to see how this storyline develops, and is this actually like a personal reason for Harcourt. We do have Chris living in his dream life in this other world. He's obviously trying to find some stuff out because obviously this isn't the peacemaker of this world. He's pretty much just trespassing. He's trying to find stuff out, obviously, like his past history with Harcourt, riding the peace cycle. He finds out that everyone in this universe loves Peacemaker and is just obsessed with him. He's loving it, as he says, best dimension ever. He does have this very beautiful interaction with his brother. That dynamic is probably my favorite dynamic in the show. They have such a great bond together, and you just feel so happy for Chris when you see that he has everything he once lost and also everything he wanted to have as well. Obviously, his main driving force was Harcourt, and we do explore that relationship with our Chris and this world's Harcourt. And they seem like they have broken up, and Chris does tell her that he wants to re-explore things and fix their relationship. We do also have this scene at Argus where Chris does go in, and he originally goes to visit Harcourt and he runs into Rick Flag, and he's just shocked and surprised. But it was really funny seeing Rick getting jealous of Chris, and I did like how in this dimension it was the opposite, because in our universe it's obviously Rick and Harcourt first and then Chris comes later, whereas over here it does seem like Chris and Harcourt was first but then Rick comes in later. Maybe that is how Chris does catch on to why his version of Harcourt does not want to be with him. We do have the Sons of Liberty causing some trouble in the city, and we get this really cool fight scene with Peacemaker and he saves the day. We do see Keith also arrive as Captain Triumph later on. He just goes and destroys the helicopter. That sequence was really, really cool as well. But the episode ends with Economos getting in trouble because of Eagly's attack on Argus agents. But Argus are going after Peacemaker again, and they even brought someone to take down Eagly. And this is happening at the same time where Peacemaker is about to return back to his own world. So I am really interested to see how things are going to take off next episode, and I'm really looking forward to it. But overall, I'd say this was the best episode of season 2 so far. I really enjoyed this episode a lot, and I cannot wait to see where things go from now.